So why don't we focus, and what can we do to focus is the question. I just wrote down 3 reasons that came to me for why we don't focus. One is a lack of discipline. If you wake up and just start checking email and checking voicemail and kids knocking at the door and do whatever, and you just go with the flow, you'd be focused perhaps in the moment if you're lucky, but you're not going to be focused on a particular thing, and you may have no link to what you want to achieve a year from now. So lack of discipline, if you don't put deliberate attention, I think the default will be no focus. The second thing is entertainment. It's entertaining to be skipping from thing to thing. It's entertaining to be jumping through email. You get a dopamine hit every time an email goes off. You get a dopamine hit when you get a text message, and then you're trying to multitask and doing this and you're on hold. And then like that can be really fun, producing dopamine and adrenaline, and that's entertaining. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You just want to be clear what you're doing. That this is about entertainment, and it's not about doubling your income or your revenue over the next 12 months or doubling your time off or whatever else you've set your goals to be. And the third one is FOMO, fear of missing out. So right now, I know it would be good for me to focus on one traffic source for my business. For example, perhaps doing podcasts like this one. I just do this. I love doing podcast interviews. But I have FOMO. What if Facebook ads could really work? I have a new 8-week program for people to double revenue. What if Facebook ads works really well for that? So we're testing that. Then I tested LinkedIn, and there's a company called Cleverly that does automated campaigns on LinkedIn. Oh my God, did I hate doing that? That's no fun for me, but I wanted to test it because what if that could be an amazing source and I'm missing out? Now, humans in general, we've got so many different options for pleasure, for entertainment, for feeding ourselves. It can be really overwhelming. Entrepreneurs and business owners in particular, I think it gets worse because we have 10 to 20 hats and we can see all the options and ideas and strategies. There are 5 different target markets we'd like to serve. There are 5 different problems we would like to solve. There are 5 different promises or benefits that we'd like to make, and 5 different products or services we'd like to create for them. That's before we even get to traffic sources and conversion tools. It's overwhelming and it's crazy. So my job is to help people work out, firstly, where are we heading? Where do you want to be a year from now? That's the first thing to focus, because that was the next part of your question. How do we focus? All right, number 1, let's work out in 12 months from now what happy looks like. Then let's layer our goals. We've got to work backwards because it's not enough to have a 12-month goal. We've got to know 8 weeks from now, what could we bite off that would have us fully on track? Now, 8 weeks starts to get real. It's coming up really fast, but we still need to layer that. What will I do in the next 7 days? And this is obviously something we'd repeat weekly. Next 7 days, what am I going to do so that I achieve the 8-week goals? And then we layer it even again. What will I do tomorrow? When I wake up, what are the 2 things? If only I did 2 things, because obviously you've got 10 that you want to do, but if you only got to do 2, what would they be that would move the needle on your goals? Now, if you layer your goals like that, and then each week you have a date with yourself for 20 minutes so that you get to pick another cycle of 7-day goals. And the day before, when you finish work, you pick the 2 things you'll do the next day. If you just keep doing, that's a game changer. That's going to put you ahead of 95% of the population. And you can finish each day saying, I actually worked on what I believe is going to move me towards what I really want.